We're back, and this is Radio Entrepreneurs. My name is Jeffrey Davis. Our next guest in our long lineup of guests is Ruth Condon of Brave Horse Music. Tell us about the name first, because that's what Darby was asking offline. How did you get the name Brave Horse?
Music and horses have always been my conflicting passions. Even as young as high school, I had horses, and I was a musician, and I was accepted at music school, and then I was accepted at the only horse training school at the time, Meredith Manor in West Virginia.
Oh my goodness!
And I was conflicted, so it's always been a conflict. But I've tried to fit them both in my life. I ended up going to music school, but when I was 48. My daughter had horses, and my husband said, "Oh, I'm so glad we're done with the horse thing." And I said, "Oh no, it's my turn." So I bought a 9-month-old Norwegian fjord. So I named the company after him and my passion. So my passions.
So tell us, what do you do? What does Brave Horse Music do now?
Well, Brave Horse Music is a company that I started 3 years ago while I was working full-time. And we produce, promote, and collaborate with professional singer-songwriters, musicians, and tech people to bring productions to southeastern Massachusetts. Well, now we're going to New York, so I don't know. We're branching out.
So you're an event producer, sort of.
Yeah, yes. I don't like to call them events, but yes.
Live events?
Live theater, live musical reviews, and we have an original singer-songwriter series also that I'll tell you about.
Not just Cape bound either. You said New York.
Nope, not even that. I bring in, for let me just give you a little tiny background on the company. I started the company.
Give us a lot of background.
I started the company 3 years ago while I was working full-time. And I also manage Kami Lyle, who's a singer-songwriter, a trumpeter, and pianist. And she and I started in 2013 a singer-songwriter series titled the Kami Lyle Sit a While series, Real Songs, Real Writers, Fake Fireplace. And the concept was, we're in our third year now.
Sounds like Prairie Home Companion.
It's got some elements to that. It definitely has some elements to that. There are live skits, live commercials for our sponsors. She writes jingles for them. And we bring in 2 national touring, hard-working singer-songwriters from around the country and have them backed up by a great house band. We have either Joey Spompanato from the founding member of NRBQ or John Evans, who is Tori Amos's bass player, Sarah McLaughlin, and Cher.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's settled on the Cape now. He has John Evans Music, a recording studio, Matthias Bossi or Lou Cataldo on drums, and Tad Price on guitar. So we back these musicians.
She's a rock and roller.
So we back these great touring musicians. I mean, some of them, they're hardworking musicians. Some of them you may know, some of them you won't, but you'll know their material. John Poussette Dart, you probably do know. But then we have Gretchen Peters, who wrote hit songs from Martina McBride, Independence Day. And then we had Dana Cooper and Katie Curtis.
Do you represent these people?
No, I just bring them in.
You bring them in, you book them.
Yeah.
I bring them in for the show, and then we treat them like royalty. I get beautiful rooms and feed them, and they have this great house band, and they all want to come back. It's just a blast. The show is a blast. And upcoming, we have Paula Cole, November 6th. I'm very excited about that with Mark Orelli. And then we have John Sebastian in February. And the other chair is Joey Spompanato, who's never, ever done anything like this. He's, a rock band. But John said, I won't do it unless you're the other chair. So we bring two national touring artists, and then we have a surprise visitor, a local neighbor, which is a singer-songwriter or a poet or a writer. And so we're trying to bring national acts with local talent. And then we have Steve Earle. I'm so excited about Steve Earle. We have Steve Earle coming. We haven't set out on the date. It's either late February or early March. And then M. Ward for the young kids. He's more of a hipster. He's half of She and Him, Zooey Deschanel.
Ruth, if someone wants to find you, learn about some of these concerts, utilize your services, how do they find you?
It's just bravehorsemusic.com.